Well, good morning, all. Uh, I had recently been watching a little bit of the NFL draft, and I think that there's something wrong with what is going on. What's been demonstrated by the NFL, and in particular, I'm talking about Shedeur Sanders and him not being drafted until pressure mounted, and they forced Cleveland to draft him, who originally wanted to draft him early. But Cleveland now has been forced to draft Shedeur Sanders with the 144th pick in the NFL draft. What this says to me, and I hope it says the same thing to President Trump, is that the NFL is a DEI operation. It is a DEI operation. Because what the Trump administration had been saying is we no longer want DEI. What we want is a meritocracy program. Meritocracy. Well, Shedeur Sanders certainly meets the criteria as one of the top quarterbacks coming out of college, and yet he was not selected. Other players, much lesser players, were selected, and that borders on DEI. They were selected not because of the merit, but because this is what the NFL owners wanted. This is DEI at its best. And so, if the Trump administration is serious about meritocracy being what we want and DEI being something that we should do away with, I think President Trump needs to look at the NFL and consider pulling their 501(c)(3) status, because that is their privilege. And they're using the privilege to promote DEI hiring through this current draft. I think it would be great if Pastor Jamal Bryant teamed up with President Trump to treat the NFL as a DEI organization. You know, we're just talking about target. Well, there's another target that should be hit. And I think this would be a great thing for the two of them to show that they can work together. Targeting DEI of the NFL.